When I was a kid, I remember standing at the auction house on my hunter, staring at this giant purple sword called the Krol Blade, and I'm pretty sure I had absolutely no business wanting this. It probably was not the perfect hunter weapon. It probably wasn't best in slot. I'm sure some spreadsheet today would tell me it was a waste of gold, but back then I didn't care. It was purple, it was massive, and it looked sick. And back then that was literally enough. And I think a lot of us had something like that. Some weapon, some piece of armor, some mount, some random item that probably wasn't perfect, but for some reason it stuck with us. And I guess that's the part I keep thinking about. What happened? Why does everything have to be so fast now? And why do we care so much if something is perfect? Get it. We're older. We have jobs, families, schedules, responsibilities. I say this almost every video. We're all so busy. Most of us don't have time to, unlimited time to sink into this game. But I also wonder, I actually feel like we definitely lost something along the way. Because now before we even try something, we look it up. Before we even run a dungeon, we check the fastest route. Before we even play the game, we already know what we're supposed to do. And maybe that's useful, but man, it also feels like it takes some of the magic away. Because I don't remember the stats on the Krol Blade, and I don't remember if it was actually good. I don't think it was. I just remember wanting that weapon. Maybe that's what WoW gave us back then. It gave us room to care about stuff that didn't have to be perfect. Sometimes it was enough for something to look cool. And honestly, I miss that about Classic WoW. Even current Classic WoW or TBC WoW right now, it is so heavily rushed to get through all the phases, and I feel like it's just so quick, man. And I know this probably sounds like such a small thing, like it's just a sword in Classic WoW. I mean, it wasn't even that cool of a sword, but to me back then it really was. But I think that's why it stuck with me, because back then small things in WoW felt big. I mean, getting your first gold, getting your first weapon enchant, your first purple, your first blue were like such huge moments for all of us. Saving up your gold felt big. Just everything was so massive. The world was so fresh and new and exciting, and there's so much to explore and to learn and just have a good time. And now I feel like we skip past those little moments. Maybe because this game's been around for over 2 decades and we know pretty much every inch of Azeroth. Maybe that has something to do with it. So I'm curious, what was your version of that? Or what memories do you have about a certain weapon, a mount, a piece of gear, something in Classic WoW back in the day that you strived for, that made you really enjoy the time, or your moments in WoW? I feel like those memories resonate so much with for all of us, and I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. So let me know in the comments, because I honestly think every old WoW player has one.